Am I audible?
Yes, yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you, Victor. And a special thanks to Madam Shanta for a good start. And it has, in fact, given us a in-depth understanding and also the way forward for all of today's discussion. And I also especially, I take this opportunity to congratulate Hope, Victor, and Hope family on the eve of their 24th anniversary and while celebrating their presence in the community all through. All through. So congratulations, Hope family and Victor in particular. And I was asked to just bring in and discuss about this village child protection committees as part of ICPS, Integrated Child Protection Scheme. Um, so I think all the practitioners for that matter and all of us, we actually look at this ICPS protocols and all that more as a preventive mechanism than uh, than curative. Than curative. I think we need to look at this way. That of course, this mechanism should also take care of the protection and of the child rights, and they should be able to uh, see that any violation related to child rights is bringing to the notice of these respective committees or bodies, or be it JJB, be it CWC, be it any for the structure for that matter. But I think they have a greater role, as Madam Shanta said, uh, in prevention side. Like, I think they are the people who should understand what do they mean by child rights. They are the people to understand how do they practice it. They are the people to understand the value of children, from the point of the family, from the point of the community, from the point of village, and from at a larger, at a nation at large. At national. And at the same time, the I was just going through because Victor asked me to just talk on this particular thing. I was just going through the ICPS system, what's happening in Andhra, in particular to Andhra Pradesh. Uh, so, as per the records, we have 13 districts and 557 mandals, 13,065 villages. I'm not touching anything related to urban sector. Urban sector wise, corporation, we have 16 corporations and 94 municipalities of A category A, B, C, and Nagar Panchayat. But village wise, you have 13,065 villages, wherein the ICPS AP record says that 9,284, that is around 71%, they were able to form the village level committees. I mean, at the same time, when you look at the functionality, the functionality of these village level protection committees, not even 80% know why they exist at all. I forget about all other indicators. Why they don't? Many of them doesn't know why they exist at all, and many of them doesn't know what they're members of the committee. That is the sad, I mean, picture that exists. Mm, uh, there's some disturbance, Victor. Please, okay. Please, friends, keep your mics on mute so that there will not be any disturbance. And then I think at the same, we do have, as Madam Shanta said, that we do have very vibrant child protection, child rights protection related acts, uh, like be it related to child marriage, be it related to right to education, be it related to POXO, child abuse, sexual abuse, or otherwise, uh, be it related to labor, child labor. But take anything for that matter. You have some act enacted by the parliament. Enacted by the parliament. The problem is again uh, the the mechanism, implementation mechanism. At the same time, I think for all this, I think I think we should look at the the bottom level approach, kind of thing. Like for as on today, the bottom level approach starts with village child protection committees, which need to be very vibrant, which need to be strong enough. It should, and only the villages where you have a vibrant VCPCs, strong VCPCs, you will find a child-friendly environment, child-friendly atmosphere, and that is where we should look at this. And at the same time, uh, these and the capacity building are the knowledge levels of the respective members of the committees. I think that also matters. See, all this, because we do have this act, we do have the systems, we do are in place, but the biggest gap that you can see is the monitoring mechanism. Monitoring mechanism. There is no social audit at a grassroots level. There is no social audit. I mean, there is no mechanism to look at what's happening. But there is a, they want, I mean, like Mana was talking about the numbers. The number. It has now become a number game than a quality. It has become a more a number game than looking at the quality. I think the people at the helm of the affairs are not worried about the quality, but they want only the numbers, mostly for recording and reporting. Recording and reporting. That is where the whole problem comes in. I think we don't have proper monitoring mechanism, proper hand holding mechanism, and and at the same time a kind of audit, a social audit or a community-based audit on all these things. I think, I mean, see, this system, as Madam rightly said, I think about the budgeting, you talk about budgeting, you talk about finances, you talk about allocations. I think children should be given priority on one hand. On the other hand, see, stronger grassroots mechanism will in fact reduce the burden on the government also. I think you also need to look at from this point of view. If you look at the economics, if you look at the finances part of it, see, lesser violations, lesser lesser burden on the systems, lesser fund allocations, because you can prevent the issues and problems at a grassroots level, so that you don't need to spend much on that. You don't need to spend much on that. So that I think these mechanisms are stronger the mechanism, you save the related expenditure. Like, you know what's happening. Like, you spend a lot of money on education and bringing the children back. If the system at the grassroots level is strong, you will find every school going age children, a child with school age children will be in the school. You don't need to spend a lot of money and on advertisement and other things in back to school activities and programs. Similarly, on child marriage, the system at the village is strong enough, and they, if they are accountable enough, I think we also need to link the accountability mechanism into it. The accountability mechanism into it. So that will take care of the issues at the village level, and that saves a lot of other things. That is another thing. I think this is how you also need to look at the budget, look at the finances, look at the analysis, the budget analysis. That's the budget analysis. I think this is not what I just wanted to talk about. So the no doubt the village protection mechanism is essential. One. Number two, I just wanted to, they should be very strong enough, vibrant enough, and should be functional. Three, proper monitoring mechanism should be in place along with the social audit and community-based audit. Four, need to be, they need to have a update mechanism to update. I think because today nowadays you're talking about everything online, a lot of I mean online mechanism coming in. I think we also need to think about updating village level functionaries and village level committees to update on issues and what's happening and all that. I stop here, and I think we have many other people to talk about. Thank you, Victor.